We're used to hearing the three special words at Ibrox: penalty to Rangers. Today we didn't hear it. In fact, it was a penalty to Hibernian, but Chris Sutton believes that it should have been a red card to Rangers, only for his friend, Mr. Big Kris Boyd, to put him in his place live on air. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. The dust is settling after the game at Ibrox today, but it looks like Chris Sutton can't let it go. He seems to think there should have been a red card in the game, and he thinks that red card should have went to John Souttar.
They can't let it go. He sent a text message to Kris Boyd during the game. Is this banter or is this obsession? I'm going to lean towards obsession. You know what? Because it's no a red. That's a red, Kenny. It's nowhere. Anyone with a brain can see why this isn't a red. And the fact Chris Sutton, right, is on 5 Live duty for the English Premier League games today, and he's sitting there
texting Boyd during the match. Oh, that's a red, Boyd.
Come on, seriously, what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
You know, I could maybe accept if it was a clear red and they didn't give it, but it wasn't a clear red.
Yeah, so speaking to Sky Sports at half-time, Boyd insisted that the match officials got the call right on Lawrence's goal, and he said, quote, "It's great movement to get the shot away. Even Chris Sutton would say that is onside, although I have had a few messages from him complaining, but it's an unbelievable finish when he cuts it back in." End of quote. So there's Boyd's thoughts on the Lawrence goal. He thinks it's a correct call. He thinks that Chris Sutton would even say it was onside. I'm not too sure about that, to be honest. I think Chris Sutton, if you said the sky was blue, I think he'd say it would be green.
I think he would say
that's the kind of man that Chris Sutton is. Anyway, when they got on to talk about the John Souttar incident and what the punishment should be, it was dissected by the panel before Boyd cut in again after receiving a text and some noise from Celtic hero Chris Sutton. Boyd went on to say, quote, "Can I just clear something up? My big friend has texted me asking why hasn't he been sent off. He has not been sent off because Jack Butland was behind him and he would have saved it. It's not denying a clear goal-scoring opportunity. So there you go, Mr. Sutton. He texted me straight away asking why no red card." End of quote. So Kris Boyd, he is airing some dirty laundry here during the game, revealing that Sutton texted him right away as soon as the penalty was given, asking Boyd why Souttar had not been sent off. Is this Sutton trolling to the highest level, or does Sutton genuinely believe that there shouldn't have been a red card there for John Souttar?
Well, put it this way, right? It's not like he's on the panel. It's not like he's sitting there asking it during the coverage to twist the knife. He's got no proof or guarantees that Kris Boyd's going to bring this up. So I'm going to genuinely believe that Chris Sutton thought it was a red and that it should have been a red. Because why else would he say it? There's no way he's went, unless him and Boyd have got an agreement here. Oh, you text me, big man, and I'll include it during the panel.
Is Sutton maybe just trying to wind Boyd up during the on-air coverage?
Look, he could be, but I mean, you wouldn't see that during the English coverage.
No, you wouldn't.
Gary Neville wouldn't be like, oh...
Here, I'm reacting to a text message here from Mika Richards who said he burst onto the scene or something, you know what I mean? Like,
aye.
Anyway, yeah, I don't really agree. I think that, I believe Souttar was given nothing. I think that's probably the correct decision.
I think it's the correct decision. I've looked at it again. If it got past Souttar, Butland's dealing with it. Hell, it even looked like he was going to catch it. And I think when a goalkeeper's going to catch it, man, I mean, do I disagree with Boyd when he says it's not a goal-scoring opportunity? I mean, you're a couple of yards out. But, again, I get it. If Butland's going to comfortably save it, then is it a goal? Is it a, goal-scoring opportunity? Butland might fold. His arse might collapse. He might let it go in. There's no guarantees in football, but for me, it's not a red.
Well, there's no guarantees Hearts weren't going to score a couple weeks ago when the ball hit Liam Scales, but... whatever, we'll leave that one there. But yeah, Chris Sutton, Kris Boyd, the rivalry continues. Boyd calls him out in air, saying that definitely not a red card, and it'll be interesting to see if Sutton responds. So yeah, Boyd has something to celebrate for a change. His team win, close the gap to Celtic down to 5 points. I think the referee had a decent game today, to be honest. Outside of the yellow card that he gave to, is it Tristan or
Aye, it's like
the Hibernian guy?
Tritus.
Tritus, that's the one. I think other than that yellow card, I think the referee had a pretty good game. Because that wasn't every
Yeah,
yellow.
and for people greeting about encroachment, turns out even if you're in the box now, but you don't have like a direct involvement with the ball afterwards, they can't give it.
Yeah, so it looks like there's been an update on the rules. So you're allowed to be in the box as long as the penalty isn't saved, and then you somehow have an involvement. So whether either you touch the ball or you block or impede someone from touching the ball,
It's one
then
of those ones where you just gain no advantage for going in then. Which makes sense. I think that makes sense to me. Do you not think so? I think if you're not clearing the ball or dealing with the ball and it has...
then it's not really affecting anything, is it?
There's no advantage. To me, it was just a loophole to get a penalty retaken if someone was in the box.
No, I agree with that. So, is what it is. I think the referee had a pretty good game today, other than that yellow card. So, I know everyone likes to talk about the standard of refereeing, but you know what? I think the referees. I think the two big games this weekend, the referees have been all right.
I agree.
I agree with most of the calls. The only one I don't agree with would be the yellow card, and even the ones where initially they did make mistakes. I felt like VAR cleared it up.
I totally agree.
The offside goal for Celtic's last one, that was wrongly given offside. Then they corrected it with VAR. I think that they got the correct decision on the opening goal that was disallowed. So, initially it was allowed, then disallowed. So, I think VAR. I think the referees had a good game this weekend. Anyway, guys, that's it. Chris Sutton thinks it should have been a red. Chris Boyd putting him in his place, saying, "Nah, wasn't denying a clear and obvious goal scoring opportunity." And to be fair, I mean, it did look like Jack Butland had it dealt with. So I don't think it is a red. You know, maybe Sutton's on the wind up. Anyway, guys, doesn't matter. Both Old Firm teams win. Aberdeen win. Nothing changes at the top, despite a shitload of goals going in favour of Celtic. That's it. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.